Hello, my dear friends. This is Carrie Konyha welcoming you to this week's Tarot for the Soul. This is the weekly reading for the first quarter phase of the January lunar cycle. If you haven't done so yet, check out the personal growth empowerment practices video for the January lunar cycle that I uploaded a few days ago so that you can get caught up with what I've already talked about in regard to the energies, the astrology that's going on right now, and the personal growth empowerment practices that are aligned with the energies that are happening now. So, as we know, we have a big week ahead. There's all kinds of political stuff going on, but in this video, we're going to talk about what we can do on personal levels to move through this challenging energy with grace and empowerment. So I am going to talk just a little bit about what feels to be the most significant astrological aspects happening this week. I'm going to share channeled insights, and then we're going to take a look at some additional spirit messages from the tarot cards. And again, this reading is for the collective. That means these messages are significant to all of us in our own individual ways. First up, we're going to talk about this Mars-Uranus conjunction that's happening on January 19th, 20th, and the 21st. And the first quarter of this moon cycle does occur on the 20th. This Mars-Uranus conjunction is really significant on a lot of levels. This conjunction squaring Jupiter, Saturn, and the Sun is conducive to there being power struggles at play with things having to do with the government and organizations that influence government. However, I want to take a look at how we can leverage this energy to support our journeys in spiritual growth, awakening, healing, and empowerment on personal levels. So Mars is all about passion, vitality, initiation. It can also be about war, it can be aggression, it can be anger, but on personal levels in regard to evolutionary astrology, I'm seeing this Mars influence that's coming in this week as being an energy that's supporting us in igniting a dedication to our soul evolution. Mars rules Aries, which is very aligned with the archetypal energy of the spiritual warrior. And so we're definitely going to be feeling that energy this week. The energy of almost like inspired awakening. I know I'm definitely feeling it, and I would really encourage you all to take some time to really sense into how are you feeling inspired this week? How do you feel in your body? How do you feel on sensing feeling levels? What's going on mentally speaking? Have some introspection and ask yourself, what am I feeling compelled towards in my life this week? And I guarantee you will find that there's some form of glimmer of inspiration to renew your dedication to your sense of path, that which brings you meaning and purpose in life. Now, when we look at the Uranus energies, Uranus can be seen as the awakener. The Uranus energies do bring in a catalyst for change. It can mean sudden, abrupt changes. It's also inventiveness and revolution. So what sudden changes are you being inspired to make within yourself? In my life, over the past few days, I've had a series of synchronicities that have really served as like a little bit of an awakening regarding aspects of myself that have been dormant, that I'm now feeling really inspired to embrace, to reignite, and energize. So ask yourself, how is this energy showing up for you? And then we have this Mars-Uranus conjunction also conjunct the moon, which the moon is connected to our senses and feelings. As we're shifting into this first quarter phase of the current lunar month, the day starts out in Aries in the early morning, but by the time we get to the actual time of the first quarter moon, the moon shifts into Taurus. So we're starting out with a little bit of that Aries inspiration, fiery, motivating energies, and then Taurus comes in to support us in having a little bit more groundedness and some tenacity with whatever's being inspired by that Aries energy. So all in all, this Uranus, Mars, Moon conjunction that we have going on the 19th, 20th, and 21st of January on personal evolutionary levels is really inspiring and igniting a renewed vigor, passion, determination in connection to what our deepest soul passions are. If you tap into it, you will sense that collectively there's like this feeling of rebirth and renewal coming in, almost like the type of energy that you feel in the springtime, happening a little bit early this year. And it feels like the soulful inspiration collectively is all of us. We're ready to get back on track with vibrant living, despite what's going on with everything in the world politically and everything else. It's like this is the time to refocus, pull your attention back from all of the mass amounts of fear propagated over and over and over again in the news, and trust your instincts. Really pay attention to what your own instincts are telling you. Utilize your inner guidance as a catalyst to get back on track with your unique sense of whatever vibrant living means to you at this time. So during this time, this week, pay attention to synchronicities, synchronistic experiences that trigger soulful remembrance. This could be a particular fragrance or scent. It could be a sound, a particular song, visiting a particular location, running into a particular person. And utilize that remembrance as a medium for activating aspects of yourself that perhaps have been hanging in your shadow side or have been dormant. The energies right now, cosmically, astrologically, are really supporting us all in expanding in vibrancy despite what's going on peripherally in the world right now. Right now, we're still in the waxing phase of this particular lunation, and so we're still able to take advantage of energies that support anything around intention setting that will be significant for us for the entire year ahead. Once we hit the full moon in another week from now, it's going to be more about discharging, expressing, releasing energies. So for those of you who have not yet done not only your new moon intentions for this month, but new moon intentions for the year, this week is really honestly the most empowering week to do that. This particular week, we have an earth element dominance happening around this first quarter moon. So this is a really good week to find creative ways to incorporate a physicality to whatever intentions you're working with. I recommend movement, dance, things that are connected, especially with the first quarter moon going into Taurus, things that are connected with beautifying your home environment. So you're really establishing a foundation for success energetically. Let's go ahead and see what additional messages want to come through for us in the cards. I'm going to be working with my Universal Rider-Waite deck today, and I'm going to select a few cards, so I'm just taking a moment to tune in as I'm shuffling them now. And the first card I'm going to look at is going to be representative of best use of our focus right now. And here we go. And let's see what wants to come up. Okay, so it's the 10 of Wands showing up reversed. 10 of Wands showing up reversed has a few different messages within it. On one level, it's about maybe becoming aware of where you've been subconsciously carrying around a little bit of a sense of heaviness, burden, weight on your shoulders. And it's a clear message to clear and release and let go of any type of heavy burden energy that you've been carrying around in your energy field that's not your energy. A good example is all of the fear that's being propagated in the media. That's definitely energy being projected onto us, and it's a bunch of half-truth energy. Release, discharge, clear those things. Don't take those things on in ways that are negatively impacting you. This is a really good week to focus your energy around your individual path and not allowing your ambitions, your plans, your goals and dreams to be compromised by all of the negative energy that's being propagated right now. So keep your sights set on your own path, your own ambitions, your own passions, your own energy. Drop into that deep sense of alignment within yourself and let that be what guides you forward. Next card we're going to look at is connected to our passions, meaning and purpose, creativity. And the card that wants to come up feels like it's this one. It's the Wheel of Fortune card, also coming up reversed. The Wheel of Fortune is all about cycles, rhythms, and seasons and timing. When the card is coming up reversed, it's a little bit of a reminder to be in the now, to not push the river, so to speak, but it can also be a message about not being lackadaisical either. We definitely want to be in the energy of having a very clear sense of inward connection with our whatever our biggest, most motivating passions and enthusiasms are, but we don't want to feel like we have to bust forward in the energy of haste or anything like that. Trusting what your own flow is. There's no race to the finish line, and this week the energy is very conducive to presence, embodying the energy that is aligned with what your bigger picture goals and dreams are, and holding that energetic state of being, holding that vibration within yourself, and in doing so, trusting that guidance around when to take action in alignment with divine timing is going to come in. So trust the timing. Next card is talking about the ways in which our intuition is guiding us. And it's the 7 of Wands also showing up reversed. This is the energy of empowerment that comes with being really dropped into clarity. With the 7 of Wands reversed, there's no need to push or force your ideals or values on other people. It's like when you know what your aims and ambitions are, when you know that you're aligned with your integrity and you know that you're living in alignment with what you choose to value, there's no need to defend those things. There's no need to force your agenda on other people. It's just dropping into a sense of deep peace and contentment that can only come from really being in that knowing that you are living in alignment with what feels good and true for you. The next card we're going to look at is representing the earth element. How can we ground? How can we balance? How can we center? Best use of our physical energies right now is the King of Swords. So aligning your physical actions in the world with what your higher ideals are, what your higher inspirations are. Pay attention, again, to what those higher level of insights, inspirations are, which could very well be coming through synchronistic moments you experience this week. When this card comes up, it can indicate sudden flashes of insights coming in, and so pay attention to however that might be showing up for you. It could be sudden ideas, and this is really connected to that Uranus energy as well. And then the last card we're going to look at today is like an overall message from Spirit for all of us, and it's the Three of Wands showing up reversed. When this card comes up, it can be a message about sort of metaphorically backing up, reviewing, and seeing the bigger picture. The overall message from Spirit for us right now is to have some reconsideration and self-reflection regarding the direction that you choose to aim in, so that you can position yourself effectively to achieve your goals. One of the biggest challenges I often hear from people I run into or clients is that they don't know what their passions are. They don't know what their interests are. They don't know what their goals are. And this can be a dilemma that reveals itself in this card. And the best advice that I can give, and this is how I do it in my life, it's not about analyzing or thinking about what's my passion, what's my goal, what's my vision, what's my dream. It's about just dropping into sensing and feeling. And it could be as easy as asking yourself the question, what do I desire to experience? Your goals don't have to be material objects that you're striving to attain. It can be, but it can also be goals around inner development as well. My biggest goals this year are around dropping into my most authentic self even more, so that I can be most in service to my own path and in mentoring and inspiring other people on the path of spiritual awakening, healing, and empowerment. I'm very clear on that because it's what my heart is compelling me towards. So for those of you who might find that you have challenges in knowing what those true ambitions are for yourself, I invite you to feel into, where are my interests? Where are my enthusiasms? What am I curious about? What do I feel excited at the possibility of? What do I have a passionate interest in? Pay attention to the things that you most love doing outside of what you consider to be your daily responsibilities, work and things like that. What do you love doing in your time off? Whether you've been actively involved with it or not, just ask yourself, what do I feel a passion or a curiosity for? What do I desire to experience? What do I desire to learn? Winter is the best time of year for endeavoring on all things having to do with self-development, which includes learning, studying, acquiring knowledge, and things like that. So you can let a part of that journey in acquiring knowledge be inspired by the guidance of the heart. And for those of you who find a challenge or difficulty in connecting with your heart's energy, it's as simple as dropping down and imagining that you're breathing in and out through the heart chakra in the center of your chest to activate heart-centered consciousness. I do have a guided meditation that I created a while back that's around activating heart-centered consciousness, so I'll link it up here. This is a huge week, and these messages that are coming are definitely going to support us all in moving through these unique energies that we're experiencing right now in ways that are really soulfully empowering. I'm super excited to hear how it's all unfolding for you. Drop me a comment below and let me know, okay? And I am going to see you all in the next video. Much love, blessings, and namaste.